है हमारी बाबा, कर दो वो पूरी आके। मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके, मिल जाओ प्यारे बाबा हम बच्चों से आके।
सत्यता का फाउंडेशन पवित्रता है और सत्यता का प्रैक्टिकल प्रमाण चेहरे और चरण दिव्यता दुनिया में भी अनेक आत्माएं अपने को सत्यवादी कहते हैं, समझते हैं, लेकिन संपूर्ण सत्यता पवित्रता के आधार पर पवित्रता नहीं तो सदा सत्य रहने सकते। तो आप सबका फाउंडेशन क्या है? पवित्रता के आधार पर सत्यता का स्वरूप शुद्ध और श्रेष्ठ सदा सत्यता सच बोलना, सच करना, इसको कहा जाता। लेकिन सबसे पहला सत्य जिससे आपको पवित्रता की बात, सत्यता की शक्ति आई, पहली बात है अपन सत्य स्वरूप को जानना। मैं आत्मा सत्य स्वरूप पहले नहीं जानते थे, लेकिन पहला सत्य अपन स्वरूप को जानना। मैं फलानी हूँ या फलाना हूँ, वाणी के हिसाब से वो सत्य स्वरूप था सत्य स्वरूप है। पहले स्वरूप और फिर बाकी सत्य परिचय को जान लिया है ना? जान लिया, अच्छी तरह से जाना है अपना सत्य स्वरूप और आपका सत्य परिचय। तीसरी बात, इस सृष्टि जगत को सत्य स्वरूप से जाना। ये जगत का क्या है और इसमें मेरा पार्ट है, तो अपना पार्ट अच्छी तरह से स्पष्ट रूप से जान लिया, जाना अपना पार्ट अच्छा करना, सबसे अच्छा पाठ सबका योगा का
बड़ी मन भावनी मुरली प्रेम से प्राणों को सींचे रसीली तान की ये डोर आपकी ओर ही खींचे आपकी ओर ही खींचे रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में रूहानी स्नेह का जादू आपकी मीठी बातों में।
Om Shanti. Use every treasure in a worthwhile way and become an embodiment of success. Become full of all powers. Constantly continue to use the treasures of knowledge in a worthwhile way, and you will become so sensible in the future that you will not have to take any advice from any advisors. You yourself will be sensible and continue to rule the fortune of the kingdom. Use the treasure of all the powers in a worthwhile way. That is, use them for an elevated task, and you will become full of all powers. You will not lack any powers in your future kingdom. All powers will automatically give the experience of success in all tasks being constant, guaranteed, and free from obstacles. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 29. Use every treasure in a worthwhile way and become an embodiment of success. Today's topic: become full of all powers. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Yes, everyone. Okay. So nice to be in Shantivan. Every day, more and more. Few thousand souls are coming, and we are about 11,000 today. I come to know because when they cook food, they know the numbers. 11,000. doesn't feel very full. But by the time day of Baba, there are 14,000. 14,000 those who come, plus then 3,000-4,000 who live in Shantivan at their homes. They call it BK colony. There are so many of them. And then Shantivan Nivasi, Pandavavan, Gyan Sarovar, if everyone comes, becomes 20,000. Papa's children, right? That also, like double foreigners, they all can come, old, new. But for Bharatvasis, only the new ones. Old ones doesn't get turned every year because there is no space, no accommodation. Well, it's all Baba's Yagya, unlimited family, right? So Baba is talking about use all the powers, use all the treasures. So that means we received, but we have to use. So first important power, I used to think is purity and then knowledge. But then even when it comes to purity, if you don't have knowledge of the soul, original self, eternal self, if I don't have knowledge, then I can't have purity too. It's only as soon as I come to know I am soul, I am a pure soul, then as soon as there is purity, there is knowledge, there is purity. And Baba keeps us aware of all our treasures. Now, one is to have treasures, other is to use them. And that also use in worthwhile way. This whole month we were listening, talking, churning. So today's power is power of knowledge. Constantly continue to use the treasure of knowledge in a worthwhile way. And you will become so sensible in the future that you will not have to take advice from any advisors. There should be a team or no in golden age. Or king and queen alone. These days we find in administration, whether at centers or in Yagya, we have teams. Before it used to be one coordinator national, but now we have teams of national coordinator, team everywhere. So one is advice is that you listen to that person and then you decide. But one is inclusiveness. Make everyone feel the part of the administration or whatever we decide. So Baba is saying that you yourself will be sensible and you will continue to rule the future of the kingdom or fortune of the kingdom. Baba says, use the treasure of all the powers in a worthwhile way. Knowledge then changes into all the powers. We can easily tolerate many things because of knowledge. If there is no knowledge in the world, there is no tolerance. They call it zero tolerance. So animosity, jealousy, revenge, anger. Souls are really, really full with that because they don't have treasure of knowledge. If they had knowledge about karmas, knowledge about drama, whatever is happening would not have been happening. So much hatred. It's very, very long-term revenge. So Baba is saying that every time Baba says, use it in worthwhile way. Use the treasure of all the powers in a worthwhile way. That is to use them for an elevated task, and you will become full of all the powers. Because knowledge has to be changed in all the powers. It's only when we use it for a task. So Baba is saying that you will not lack any powers in future kingdom. Any powers in future kingdom, all powers will automatically give the experience of success in all time. All the powers will give the experience of all the success in all tasks. What is that experience? Constant, guaranteed, and free from obstacle. So how do I know that I'm using powers in worthwhile way? Or I have all the powers. And of course, Baba says, whatever powers you have used in worthwhile way are your powers. So if you know you have used, then what it will be? Consistent, guaranteed, and free from obstacles. So knowledge we change into powers. And then knowledge also we use it in virtues, right? So all the powers, all the virtues. But it's based on knowledge, right? Because knowledge brings purity, soul consciousness. And then from purity, then we have all other powers. So use powers, not just have them, use them in worthwhile way. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti and good evening. Happy Sunday. Happy Monday.
Yes, yes. Yeah, it's yeah, ours is Monday, yours is Sunday.
Very good. So I've been invited to talk about our powers a little tonight and maybe a few other things, but would that be a spiritual checking point for us that in our activities, when we are thinking and making decisions, that we should be getting more decisions that bring less obstacles. And so that when we are using the knowledge and applying that, it was said that we would constant, guaranteed, free from obstacles. So does that make sense that as we get closer to our perfect stage, as we understand and churn more of the knowledge, as we get closer to that time when we won't need advisors, that our decisions should be understood, accepted, and successful?
Yeah, because knowledge is creating something what we call making you sensible because you are using knowledge in God's task, or you are using knowledge for your personal life. So because we are using in worthwhile way or for elevated task, that means that's becoming your wisdom, your reasoning, and your reasoning and wisdom is helping you to decide what is right. And when whatever you deciding, if it is right, everyone will agree to that. So that's one thing, then definitely it's guaranteed, success is guaranteed. And it's true that it will be free from obstacles. So as I was mentioning, should we get opinion of everyone? May not be advice, right? Because I was remembering that one time I was in Bombay with Dadi Prakashmani, and all important Dadis were in Bombay. Baba's daughter-in-law, there were few other Dadis. So one morning at 5, Dadi Prakashmani had to decide on something. I don't remember exactly what. And she said, I have to call all Dadis to let them know this is happening. And it's very important that they know. And from there, I learned that whatever one has to do, take initiative or start a task, or it was buying something, or you must inform for that they feel that we're deciding collectively. It's not just one person. So that has been a very good way to make everyone feel part of what is going on in Yagya. So,
Did the
yeah.
Dotties all have the same advice or opinion? And if there was differences, was it their powers that accepted the decision, or was it the ultimate decider in that who was able to see a way that included everybody?
One is that, and then if out of 5, 2 doesn't feel this is the right time or it's the appropriate thing to do, then they will respect it. But those who do not agree because they feel that Dadi Prakashmani really wants it and it's the right thing to do, they will immediately acknowledge and say, that's fine, let's do it. So in the beginning, their opinion might be different, but then they respect Dadi Prakashmani. So they say it's fine, let's do it.
Yeah.
So they merge their decision with Dadi's, Very
And so
interesting.
that's another power to merge from
Yeah.
knowledge that we would be able to have, because there's lots of powers that you're mentioning. Merge is one. Respect and acceptance, that seems to be a challenge sometimes when there are individuals that you're working with or that are offering opinions, and they may not respect you, or they may not accept that because they're so caught up in what they want. What would be the next step forward for anybody in a conversation or a decision-making process that might need more respect and acceptance?
I think that within God's task, even if we all have all the powers, we have all the knowledge, but connection with Baba, and also, the quality of being an instrument. I think somewhere, if you are using everything in worthwhile way or knowledge into powers, there is respect and acceptance, right? Very few, because of their maybe arrogance, or they're not willing to accept. But majority I have seen, has lot of respect because
I
of
know I've had
maybe.
the I've had the opportunity to sit in some meetings with you, and there have been very different opinions offered about a topic. But what I find amazing is how some of the individuals, our seniors, yourself, would offer that, and then in a way let it go, and then it kind of reverberates around and everybody gets a feeling, and it's not the immediate response that is important, but it's kind of the settling down and settling in feelings about everybody all together. It seems to bring about the clearest and best decision.
But also I find that if you have clarity on what it should be, you say it and then you get very detached. And then you say, let's see what everyone decides and then we will do. That creates respect too. But if you are very insistent on something, it will be accepted. It will not be, but not necessary. There will be that willingness or that respect. So
Yes.
those who really give their opinion should also become very detached from that. And that's what these days, especially, I just say it and I said, okay, if it will be accepted, it's fine. If not, but then people see the value in that, no? And when they see the value, then they accept it. Right?
I know I've said lots of things that I don't necessarily fully believe in. Not that I think that I'm saying something untrue, but I say it just to bring out a different perspective on things so that we might broaden out the way that we would all look at those things. I find that that's beneficial to bring out different opinions so that we can have a broader aspect. And I know that in conversations, sometimes where I start isn't where I end up, that I'm not fixed, and find that allowing new information to change my opinion or advice makes for much better decisions also.
Yeah. I think that if we start understanding each other and the trust that everyone has really a lot of love for Yagya, for Baba. And so whatever one is saying is not just necessarily personal interest. It is interest of Yagya. So having that pure attitude or purity in intellect, it's very easy to see what is right in different opinion or different opinions of different people. Because then we actually appreciating the difference, whether we accept or not, but also acceptance is there.
Yeah. Taking it a little further, as we progress, that there might be some understanding of what we are deciding upon, and that we will be clearer, and that we won't have advisors. Right now, we have some who share their opinion and give us advice and are advisors, but if I'm hearing the Avyakt point clearly, in the future, we won't have advisors. Will we actually even have anything to decide? Will there be big issues that we're going to get together and talk about and have anything really to, be concerned about, to make decisions on?
Yeah, that's true. If you have to build a palace, then the architect creates different designs. Then you have to decide which one you want. If some things definitely will be very, very interesting there to do, otherwise what the life will be like. So there might not be the major things to decide, but at least there will be some major things in the life. Some of the things definitely will be there where your mind and intellect functions, and
Okay.
you
But
feel
more
that
an expression, decisions. This is what I feel, and this is what I'd like to share. And so this is what I'm going to decide. But there aren't going to be lots of policy decisions or investment decisions, or, you know, who to invite and sit where. Maybe that'll be a big decision, you know, who sits next to Lakshmi and who's on the left of this one.
Mm.
See how that goes.
Yeah,
You,
Lakshmi will have definitely different likings and choices, and Narayan will have different,
okay.
but it won't be seen as differences, but it will be seen creativity.
Yeah.
Because when there is creativity, you try to add something, you try to make it better, you know. So when you want to make it better, then you give your opinion. It might not be advice, right?
So we've, in many years, gone from, as you described, kind of a top-down management style, organizing, senior with authority, into teams. And that brings out the word you used, inclusiveness. What would be some of the best methods or systems that you've seen to build inclusiveness in relationships, in centers, and I guess it would be within the whole yagya?
I think that communication, information sharing, and let everyone know before whatever is decided finally. Somewhere we need more of that, I feel, in our management. If everyone knows, they have thought thoroughly. I find I am in midst of so many things here.
I bet.
When it comes to, like, there might be a lot of maybe discussion in Gyan Sarovar about who will be now helping in Gyan Sarovar.
Okay.
So generally, they are given the chance that locally they should at least propose something, and then we see who can be the best person. So there might be many levels, right?
Yeah.
And so then it goes to management committee, and then it's finally decided. So it will be very interesting process to see what comes up, what are their requirements, and what's the future. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's going to be fascinating process to watch and see. And there will be many looking to see how the knowledge is turned into powers, which will allow those qualities to be used in that process.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. And also from a outside point of view, Didi Nirmala was the regional coordinator. And as far as I've seen, the regional coordinators have all been the senior sisters from those areas. And so that process of how our yagya internationally will be managed and coordinated will be a decision that will benefit by inclusiveness also.
Yeah, because what Asia, Australia is discussing is to create a team. As there is NTC, they will create RTC, something like a team which can function.
Yeah.
Because they will not put anyone as RC, but what they are thinking to see based on countries, representation, and how active they are, their influence, and then based on that, they will have few members.
Okay.
They will decide by February, March.
So the yagya is expanding in its decision makers, and it's also adding more inclusiveness in that process as we get closer to whatever it is in front of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
very good, very good.
Yeah, a lot of interesting things in process, in learning, and yeah, observing, and
So,
finally becoming part of everything.
yeah, well, I'm assuming that the Parivar would be very cooperative. So if you put out a request for advice or opinion, many would offer, no matter what the topic is or what they might know about it. They would be quite happy to do their best.
But they will also accept whatever.
Very much they would accept. And some of them might even raise their hand right now to show that they would accept what is being decided. There's
Okay.
a couple. So just also, I'm not sure how long we get tonight, but we had an international brothers retreat over this weekend. And the feedback was very good, very successful. Your message was appreciated, and so were some of the seniors. And the interaction with the brothers seemed to be something that they would like more of in the future also.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Good.
good to see you and good to be seen by you. And so good luck on all your decisions.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
शांत स्वरूप शक्ति स्वरूप प्रेम स्वरूप मैं आत्मा हूँ पवित्र स्वरूप सुख स्वरूप आनंद रूप मैं आत्मा हूँ आत्मा हूँ निराकार की मैं पहचान बिंदु स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ परम पिता की मैं संतान ज्योति स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ शांत स्वरूप शक्ति स्वरूप प्रेम स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ दीप में जैसे ज्योति है सीप में जैसे मोती है अंबर में जैसे तारे फूलों में खुशबू होती है भ्रिकुटी बीच में विराजमान रूप अनूप में आत्मा परम पिता की मैं संतान ज्योति स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ शांत स्वरूप शक्ति स्वरूप प्रेम स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Vikti Parivar. Thank you, Didi. Thank you, Brother Eric. So tomorrow, Double Foreigners Madhavan online program, Monday, welcome ceremony, October 30th. So 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So you all can join through YouTube channel, or you can come through Avyakti Parivar Zoom. We will be connecting to Madhuban, starting the double final season for Bapdada's Milan on 2nd of November. So that's the program, and tomorrow is Monday, Amrit Vela, 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. And as I announced, double finals program 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. Evening 6 p.m. Bhakti will start, followed by Hindi series, English series, Avyakti Journey, Chit Chat, sharing, Avyakti Muli revision, and sister sharing. So that's the program. Welcome to Avyakti Journey. Avyak Murlis from 1969, speaking to the heart of an angel.
Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of the 31st of October 1971. Facing Maya's power using the willpower of experience. Since you have become the embodiment of experience, whatever is experienced becomes eternal. Whatever you have heard, whatever you have attained through the atmosphere, or the things you have attained from being influenced by listening to an elevated soul telling you something, are temporary. But the things you experience yourself are permanent and everlasting. So have you become those who just listen, or have you become the embodiment of experience? Or will you become experienced after churning whatever you have heard? Have you experienced the treasures you have received? Or will you put them into your practical experience when you return to your places? The most powerful stage is that of one's own experience, because experienced souls have willpower. On the basis of the willpower of your experience, you will be able to confront any power of Maya. Those who have willpower are easily able to confront all situations and all problems. And they're also able to make all souls constantly content. So, with the power to confront and with the willpower of your own experience, you are easily able to attain the power to make everyone content. So, do you experience both these powers within yourself? If you have both these powers, then you will be victorious. Have you become victorious to this extent? To be victorious means not to be defeated in your thoughts, even in your dreams. If you're not defeated in your dreams, then you will definitely not be defeated in your practical life. In this way, your every thought, every word, and every action should be victorious. That is, there should be no name or trace of defeat. Can you make this perfect target in 1 second? If those in the military are not able to hit their target in 1 second, they are defeated. And if their target is hit well, they are victorious. In the same way, are you able to stabilize your intellect on this target in 1 second? Have you become ever ready to this extent? Or can you only stabilize yourself on your target after having made effort? If you have to try in this way first, the second to experience victory will have gone by. So how will you be able to become a bead of the rosary of victory? Therefore, just as you have to stay in constant remembrance, in the same way, you must be constantly victorious. Check throughout the whole day to what extent you were victorious in your thoughts, words, actions, relationships, connections, love, cooperation, and in service. Only if you have been constantly victorious over a long period of time in every step and victorious in every thought, will you be able to become a close bead in the rosary of victory. Why were there only 108 that became victorious even after having done so much service? How did they become this? They became so elevated with this effort. Only when you are constantly victorious over a long period of time will you be able to create a memorial that lasts a long time. So what will you do now? The transformation you have to bring about in this bhakti is that you become constantly victorious over a long period of time. Acha, we will continue tomorrow. Om Shanti.
Use every treasure in a worthwhile way and become an embodiment of success. Become full of all powers. Constantly continue to use the treasures of knowledge in a worthwhile way, and you will become so sensible in the future that you will not have to take any advice from any advisors. You yourself will be sensible and continue to rule the fortune of the kingdom. Use the treasure of all the powers in a worthwhile way. That is, use them for an elevated task, and you will become full of all powers. You will not lack any powers in your future kingdom. All powers will automatically give the experience of success in all tasks, being constant, guaranteed, and free from obstacles.
हर खजाने को सफल कर सफलता मूर्त बनो। सर्व शक्ति संपन्न सदा ज्ञान का खजाना सफल करते रहो, तो भविष्य में ऐसे समझदार बन जाएंगे जो अनेक वजीरों की राय नहीं लेनी पड़ेंगी। स्वयं ही समझदार बन राज्य भाग्य चलाते रहेंगे। सर्व शक्तियों का खजाना सफल करो, अर्थात श्रेष्ठ कार्य में लगाओ, तो सर्व शक्ति संपन्न बन जाएंगे। आपके भविष्य राज्य में कोई शक्ति की कमी नहीं होगी। सर्व शक्तियां स्वतः ही अखंड अटल निर्विघ्न कार्य की सफलता का अनुभव कराती है। ओम शांति।
Om